have woken up on the most beautiful day after an incredibly restless night. I am utterly thrown by all of the changes going on at Lalande at the moment. So excited about them, but still so thrown. It's really hard to put into words how I feel. For example, when I woke up this morning, I thought that finding the Grand Salon had been a dream. I mean, imagine you live in a flat and you've always wanted to live in a Tuscan villa, and one day you need to do a bit of remodelling work in your bathroom and you knock down a wall and you find you're in a Tuscan villa and you've been there all along. That is literally how I feel. That the whole time I've been living here in what's been a wonderful, snug, kind of family feeling, homely, that's actually a compliment in English, I know it's not in American, but like really snug, warm chateau. And sort of deep down, wishing it were a grand chateau with architectural features and huge high ceilings. And I just found out that that's what I've been living in all along. It is blowing my tiny mind. Well, this is not a sight I ever thought I would see, Philip. Well, I don't know. I think of you more as a man, you know, in front of your pen and paper, making the furniture designs, choosing the porcelain.
I was the local all done way before.
Yeah, but this seems to be taking things to a new level. How's it going up there?
I'm actually going really well. It's sort of covering the. Can you hear what I'm saying?
Oh, it's like Darth Vader.
It's archaeology day at the Chateau, so it's... Oh, and I'm not being quick enough, because Penny's not supposed to be doing that.
Uh-oh, you Indiana Jones, you.
Yeah.
Archaeology day. So this is it, you're uncovering more of the ceiling. Oh, and there goes the ceiling. Have you uncovered anything else yet? Any new painting?
Actually, Emery has. On the far wall, there was like a tie beam, an old tie beam, and it's painted as well.
Oh my God, I'm going to go up and have a look.
It's not fully there, but there's a big chunk there still.
Look at this. It's good having the inspirational panelling in here to see how it's going to be.
Well, I had nightmares last night because I thought I dreamt that you changed your mind and you do the craziness in here.
I did spend the whole night absolutely terrified, but I spoke to the elusive Nick this morning, and the elusive Nick, he said, yay! And even Mummy has said yes. So, I mean, that's the big boss.
Really?
Yeah. I've still got to speak to Michael somewhere in the world doing F1 shoots, but I don't know, he thinks big. I reckon he's going to say yes.
Imagine you guys waking up in the morning, Philip doing what he does best, saying, look, I'll bring you a nice tray of tea and something like that. We'll go sit down on the nice sofa and we'll look outside and da-da-da-da.
Yeah, it would be pretty amazing.
You go through 2 doors.
I know, this is so close to our apartment. It's amazing.
Look at Emery fan. Look, he took the plaster off here.
Yeah.
And there's another beam that's painted. Can you see it? Is it green? See the green decoration, the scrolls?
Yes, I can see them. That's the first green we've seen here.
Yeah, Emery's saying it might be oxidized. It might have been a different color originally.
So they put the lime straight on, so it just instantly started to draw out. Must have been the heavy metals inside or something. Or
Yeah.
the metals inside. That's why it's turned green. Whereas this lot
fascinating.
is
It was protected, yeah.
in a sense, yeah. So you can still see all the lovely colours because of the laths.
Seriously, I cannot wait to see more ceiling appear today. This is huge. This is the biggest thing that has ever happened at the chateau. This is enormous.
I was thinking about the fact as well, though, that that's tulips. These are the tulips on the sides with a different flower in the centre, a yellow one. It's
Yeah.
the same on that side.
Yeah.
But tulips, obviously, in the 17th century, were very expensive. It was a symbol of prestige, right? In the Netherlands, for example, in Amsterdam.
Oh yeah, they were the most expensive
show off.
flower
So the
bulb.
pineapple in the 18th century, so the tulip in the 17th century. So that's probably why they chose tulips.
And that's probably late 17th.
Real things, so you paint. Look, it's your place. Even if you said no, I totally understand it. But if you'd done the work, you would have regretted it.
So before we saw the ceiling in person, we already talked about, the fact that possibly it would be a painted ceiling, but more importantly, putting it back up here.
Yeah.
Because of the...
Philip had tried to persuade me
It's
weeks
absolutely-
ago. I was like, no, don't even go there. Don't even talk about it.
Your option, put it back up there, means no services, messing around with sizing, no floor length, but extending. And that was Stephanie's idea.
Look, sacrificing 2 bedrooms is pretty huge.
Of course, yeah.
I understand that too.
Mind you, it's not a pokey chateau. It still leaves us with something like 17 bedrooms. So
It means we're getting an event space downstairs.
100%.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
The The positives outweigh.
Oh, definitely.
Like shadow. Yeah. I'm really, really chuffed.
Also, you had me at Christmas tree.
That's true. Imagine getting my mum and papa to come and dress the Christmas. What do you reckon the height is in there?
It's about two of you.
183.
Let's measure. Let's find out. Have we got a measuring tape?
Okay.
Just imagine you have a 4-meter Christmas tree.
This is it. The moment of truth. We are going to find out the height of the ceiling in the new Grand Salon. See that, Anne-Marie? I just called it the new Grand Salon.
But that's still the old ceiling. There's a little bit.
Oh, it's going to go up a bit, yeah.
3.8 meters.
3.8.
3.8 meters.
Told you.
No, it's 3.85 now.
3.85 metres. That's an excellent ceiling height.
It'll be about 4 if you look inside the.
Yeah, it goes up even higher. But I'm afraid we can't get the 4-metre Christmas tree. I'm afraid we can only have a 3.7-metre Christmas tree, or there'll be no fairy on top.
It's so much nicer than I could have imagined. It's just.
I am really, really happy, and also simultaneously in a kind of long-running panic attack.
How often do you find yourself in this end of the chateau? Upstairs?
Yeah, I don't.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, suddenly the original wing will be used all the time. Yeah.
Lighting in the morning from that side.
Morning light. Let's show everyone the morning light through the window. Look at that.
Change is supposed to be scary. So.
Yeah, it means that we think carefully.
You've got to.
But we've got to be bold. We must be bold or go home. I'll let you get on with it. This is so exciting. You are going to be buff at the end of today. Whilst everyone else is beavering away in the rest of the chateau, I'm up in my study because I have a mountain of admin to do on my return. It always happens when I go away. As soon as I get back, there's just piles and piles of papers to go through. And even though it's so frustrating that I can't be with everyone else, I'm telling myself that without this, none of the rest of it can happen. So I need to just stick to what I do here and get on with the papers. How was this morning? And how was Team archaeology?
Who's Tony Robinson? No, it's Tony.
Robinson.
It's Tony Robinson. Yeah, from Blackadder.
Is that you?
I don't know. Do you remember the big bloke with the ginger and the hat?
Yeah.
I feel I'm more here.
I feel like you might be Tony Robinson because he's really excited about everything. Not that we're not.
But your excitement levels are through the roof.
Yeah.
So amazing.
It's just now just getting to appreciate more and more of the ceiling instead of just broken plaster in dotted in
This
places.
is the entire part of the ceiling down.
No,
Okay.
no. It's
I'm looking forward to that moment.
Me too. I can't wait to see more.
just taking the battens off.
Okay.
I've got to be like a little bit careful because otherwise the crowbar might damage the ceiling.
Paint. Yeah, we just save everything we can.
Just be delicate and not too smashy.
No one saw this coming. I mean, no, I know you were really hoping for a painted ceiling, but we didn't see this. We didn't see vases of tulips with little faces holding swags. Oh my goodness.
What do you expect though in a place this old? It's going to have so many hidden secrets that you're only going to get to appreciate them or see them doing this kind of work, unfortunately. And people don't tend to want to do that kind of work.
Yeah, I didn't want to do this much.
The fact that no one's seen them for, we're saying at least 200, 250 years.
300 years. Yeah.
Yes.
What a privilege, though.
That's special.
Yeah.
And we found the door. There's a door between what would have been the Grand Salon, what will be the Grand Salon again, and the room next door. A single one that's been bricked up.
You're loving this. That's
That's amazing.
It's amazing how you really just fixate on one thing.
It's so cool. But I think we might find a window between Desva's and stairwell. Because that was the end of the building, the original one. Then I think there might be a window there.
Yeah, for you, this is forensic archaeology.
Which
Robinson guy.
Would you put a window back in when you
It
go
will be
up the
very
stairs to see?
modern. I think it will be very modern if you put a.
Yeah, we don't want to put it back. We just want to understand the building.
Yeah.
I would leave it exposed, but behind the doors, because I think that's exactly where the doors would have been. So that can be the shelving.
Okay.
So
Well, let's see if you're right.
It's probably going to take us a little bit more time than it's taken us to take the walls down. To take the ceiling
Because
down.
you're trying to be so delicate.
And it's not
also a
a
bit-
comfortable.
With 3.5
Yeah.
meters up as well.
But also for the clearing up, because you're being so careful, but no matter what, it's just coming straight down. So it's not safe for us to be right there.
it's actually way too
It's not like with
I'm
the wall
looking
where you
when
can
I'm
go
chucking.
along.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
But
can
having you to help Hanny and because before I was destroy, and then coming down, helping to load, and then taking the buckets down.
So I'm not allowed to do all the things.
You've got a
Not with your knee, no.
bad knee. So having you now, that's going to help speed it up a lot.
It's huge.
This week, obviously, if you've got the time to do it.
No,
Yeah.
There's nowhere else you would be in the world.
So this is Philip uncovering what he thinks is one of the old doorways.
I think it's the original ones, maybe from before the ceiling.
Before tulips. BT. Oh, this is quite cool. Step back, I guess you can see the outline a little better.
Let's go all the way down to here. This looks more modern. Okay?
Oh, yep.
So I think this one is all the way angled, and then it'll be flat there, which is you saw on that in old Chateau. It's like the English Tudor style, you know.
Hi, Amory, we're destroying the walls without you.
Sorry?
Philip's too excited about the door.
You can't help yourself, can you?
No.
It's the exactly it's like a scarf thing. And I think it's all the way to there.
I'm very terrible at this filming malarkey.
Emery's having more luck than ours. Oh, it's tall. It's really tall.
Is that? That was underneath.
That's a number.
That's underneath.
Look at a book or something.
It's a shame though, this isn't keyed. This isn't as deep. But
Let's see how far
it's one piece, that's your lintel.
Let's see how far it goes. I think we'll go up to about there.
Look at it.
Yeah, what's it in? Oh my god, look at the size of those ranks. Look at that.
Wow. That's your dome. There you go. Look how deep the chamfer.
Beautiful.
Look how deep the chamfer
Yeah.
is.
And that will make an excellent door to the loo. What do you think?
Yeah.
And we've got that hidden door. Do you remember? The hidden door in the paneling?
Yeah.
That could go here.
That's one piece. Lands.
Have you got another tool for me to help?
No, I've only got one scratching hammer.
Let me try it with the crowbar.
Oh, we've got a door.
Oh my god.
Whoa!
I wasn't even going to tip Stephanie over yet.
Am I getting Steph?
Yeah. So it's a joy having Philip. He's got a full-time team, so hopefully he's not broken through the wall by the time we get up there.
Oh my god, so there's something's happened?
Yes. Well, it's the door that he was wondering about.
Oh, he's been obsessing about that door.
Bring him in till we clear up. Family got there, and now they're both attacking the door.
Okay, I'm coming to have a look.
Come see it.
I hear...
Is this good?
This is full-time team.
You were right. Oh my goodness.
This should become the door into the loo. Because
So,
we've got hidden
yes,
panel.
100%.
You can serve the electric cup in the thing.
This is wonderful.
It's amazing because look, you've got the chamfer's edge,
It's beautiful.
and then look, you've got the recess there.
And the stone blocks.
It is.
And this one I've been seeing for at least 300 years, right?
No.
I mean, 350 maybe?
And he looks so happy.
This has been.
That's by the
Nicely
original.
done.
Exactly. I think maybe like 15th century, 16th century.
Unfortunately, all of the stuff that we've found has not been too considerately done.
Yes.
This has been.
Yeah, but actually, yes.
This is earlier.
I think so.
Yeah.
Hang on, look, there's different colours of stone.
Oh, yeah, it's been painted.
Yes,
There's
that's
like a
it.
frieze.
You can see the frieze goes around.
Yeah, there's a black frieze going around the base.
This is incredible. So much has been discovered. What a beautiful doorway, stone.
Doorway. It'd be a very hidden cupboard.
Why don't you just take the mask off, darling? I can't hear a word you're saying.
If we don't put the doorway back, it'd be great with a hidden cupboard. Why isn't
With
that
a bar.
Drinks, exactly.
Yeah. But actually, if we can use that to go to the loo, that's a cupboard, a door that gets used every day.
Exactly.
I mean, not for very tall people, but still.
That's it's a cracking
I'm not fairly tall, and I would pitch, I'd probably duck.
No, you'd have to duck. You'd have to duck there.
Not much.
It's the not much that often gets people. I can't believe this. It's just so bouncy and exciting. Look at that, and then you just pan up to, oh, just look at that mid-17th century ceiling.
Look at American. It's some papers from a book or something as a plug.
That looks 18th century, that font. That's an 18th century paper.
It's not Times Roman, is it? You know the Mummy with Brendan Fraser?
Oh my god, yeah.
You know, he was like that.
Yeah.
When I was doing the
No, I've just on here. I've got read on one side, the electrical, Philip's on the other. I was like, Stephanie, my God. It's like a place.
But look how clean it is still inside.
But it's just perfect.
It's plastered, you can see.
We can't tell. Natty can't find out.
That you've now started to destroy another bit just before guest season.
Amory.
Yeah, no, Amory, exactly. Amory.
Philip started this. I came up and I just heard Natty saying, Philip couldn't help himself. Like, what?
Is Philip holding a sort of pickaxe?
That is a suction hammer.
Okay, the only time I've ever seen Philip wield a hammer is to put up a painting before. Whoa! Well, that touched a nerve.
Should I be doing this?
If you remember, I also broke through into Jerry's apartment with the...
Oh, yeah, that's true. We did that. Oh, my goodness, I'm standing in the wrong place here. I'm not sure that...
Philip needs to get himself some
Steel cap toes.
Yeah. Because we're going to
Yeah.
be here for a few weeks, Philip.
Oh, no, now what? Take the mask off, Philip.
There's the other piece of Harry found in the walls. That looks like a fireplace to me.
You think you found the original Renaissance
I don't know, but
fireplace?
this also, imagine that and that's the same, it's the same stone.
Yeah, little sections of it.
Yeah.
What a pity. Because I think we can all agree that was not the original
You
fireplace.
can see how far it came forward. Look,
It was wider, you can see that from the top.
look. That's how far it came forward. They're nearly a metre out from the wall.
Oh my goodness, yes, to that beam that you can see going across. Huge fireplace. Oh, everything has changed, and I'm not convinced for the better over the centuries.
Oh, is that the end? That's the end.
You're there. Oh, look at that.
That's a
rocks.
great cupboard otherwise. Look at that.
That's it. So you've reached the end of it now. We can't actually see the end. Still can't see the end.
Oh, sugar pops. I hope.
Okay, you're now in the electrical
Yeah, it
cupboard.
is.
Yep. Okay.
It's a plasterboard
Yep,
there.
plasterboard. That's it. You got it. Okay, I'm coming round.
Actually, it's already...
Oh yeah.
It's already it's come loose here.
I've
Everything on the other side of
there and on the other side. Do you mind, Hannah?
Oh, that must be the back of the plasterboard.
No, it's a proper fabric.
Well, who put the fabric? Must be us, right? That's modern. What is it?
Oh, God, that is this bed sheet, isn't it?
You're in the cupboard. You're in the cupboard. You're in Natty's laundry cupboard. Oh, you are in so much trouble. Oh.
Oh my God. Honey?
Yeah, can you see me?
Prod the sheet.
Oh, there we go.
Sugar pops.
Well, you're through.
Thank you.
I'm not going to move the... have this back.
Thank you. Natty's going to kill me.
That's amazing. This is really deep. All right.
Right. Well, I'm going to let you get on with it and disappear from the chateau before Natty comes and finds out.
Clear this out. And I don't think we should do any more work because... Oh, look, there's a panda.
Oh, honey, how far away are we from all the electric stuff?
2 feet minimum.
So we get a loo and an electrical cupboard.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Thank you. Maybe take the laundry out.
Why do people... I know fashion's changing and whatnot, but it just.
We can't believe that all this was hidden.
Yeah. Philip, I think we should.
He doesn't want to stop. Look.
See how the dust, dude.
Begin.
You know, you say Stephanie's, in a fragile place.
But look how excited she
You
is.
want Natty to be in a fragile place as well.
She
Good.
so amazing.
Put the jackhammer down.
I don't know this one.
Can we at least take off everything up until now? Oh wow, that's not too bad.
That's about the door.
Yeah, more
It's
than
about the door.
The door will be
Mm,
up. No, listen.
Yeah, the door.
Well-handed.
Yeah.
So basically, you could still put the wall up
Exactly.
against
Yeah.
there and still
Yeah.
have a toilet
Yeah.
basin.
'Cause
That
the
is
basin-
amazing.
Thanks, honey. Great job back there.
Because there's loads of stuff in there. They can't do it. The soaps, there's the all that.
Oh, there was quite a bit of wall down there, was there? Yeah.
You gotta admit that's stunning.
Oh, 100%. It's amazing.
So you think that predates the mid-17th century?
This is probably from the original building, I would say.
So it's probably 1500s.
Oh, that's
Maybe even 1400s.
original building because of just the way that they built it. There's nothing.
This is granite. This is solid granite.
Yeah,
It's solid granite.
You're saying that hasn't been seen since about 1630?
Something like that, I'd say. It depends on whenever they did this frieze. It's definitely, the doors that are there look like 18th century to me, early 18th
Yeah.
century. So I think before they were put in, this was the door.
This is amazing. You are the best time team. Look at the three of you destroying Natty's cupboards one step at a time.
Destroying your chateau.
You went through to where all the bath mats were, as opposed to where there were some teacups. If you're going to go through anywhere, you can swear against a pile of bath mats, as opposed to anything fragile, which was below it.
The problem is, this for me is really, really, really exciting.
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't been this excited for a long time. But what gives me a shiver down my spine is that it's the wrong side of the year. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
If this was the end of the season last year, happy. Fill your boots, Philip. But we don't have a lot of time.
Instead, it's not.
We need to prioritise what that needs to be done, but I don't know if it needs to be done now. And if you want it to be done now, then we have to go close that up and then we take it all out.
Well, what do you think, Steph?
I think we prioritise the time for the guests arriving.
No, this needs to be done regardless, but it's just when you want it to be done before the guests. The dust we have to have
Well, then you may as well do it.
all the dusty stuff done now.
What we were talking about,
Do it while you have the impetus.
what we were talking about is taking down, in whatever order, this is added to the list. Before we discovered this,
Got some more.
we were talking about finishing taking out the full ceiling here, over
Yeah.
the corridor, and because this will be the area where the guests have to walk through. So that once this is out and the walls have been taken down, then take out the parquet, take off the floor, and just leave the beams. So then the workmen can come in, take the beams out, put the steels in, and we then can start building a floor again from
Yeah,
here.
a walkway for the guests.
Yes, and then with a wall around it or whatever, so
Yeah.
that the guests are not impeded, and that we then can start taking down the rest.
Well, Anne-Marie, only you know the best order to do things in, seriously. You're in charge of this site. You make the decisions.
I want to do the kitchen. If you guys start clearing up the rubble, because you can't have the rubble overload the floor, I'll go and get the tarp. I'll tarp up in there and let's just take it out. Because then Philip will do it.
Look at me! been called by Philip to come back over to the Grand Salon, so apparently something is afoot. These days, I never have a clue what to expect. Frankly, they could have found an extraterrestrial in the wall and I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
You want to be the first to go through?
No!
Yeah. The first
Oh, what?
400 years to go through the door.
Thank you so much. All right, me and everyone watching, let's go through the door. First time in 400 years, you think?
I think so.
You guys have done an amazing job. Here we go. Whee! It's an excellent door.
How easy that would be if we did that to clear up.
Look,
Oh,
we're saying that would probably be like a granite lintel, which there was. And then probably would be tomates. Well, there's one tomate left and some half tomates.
so
So
there
we were
is.
talking about, if this becomes a loo, then we should probably, first of all, level the floor, right? So you don't step down.
Yes.
And two, all those beautiful hexagonal tiles
Yes.
that Tanya and Amory saved
That you found.
should go in here. And then we can have the mirror and the half demi-lune sink you bought for pets.
Do you think it'll fit here?
I think so.
So against this wall.
Can we go in now? No,
Sink there. Oh, come join me. Come join me in the cupboard. It's fabulous. So here we are in the electrical cupboard.
We were talking
We
about-
did not expect to come into.
This can go. This can go because this
That was the
is
TV system.
exactly.
Yep, can go.
So then we can have the wall up to there at least.
Yes, you're right.
So we
You're
can
right.
have a sink maybe against that wall with the mirror, and then the loo tucked away then.
Well, that would be beautiful.
Because it would be quite spectacular to have it here. And it's
Yeah, it would be beautiful there. After you open the door, you see that beautiful sink in front of you.
You need a toilet on that wall.
Oh,
that's true. But what we could do is the same thing we were planning to do for the bathrooms there, is to go down and then along the top of the window salon, which would be hidden with bookshelves anyway, go over the door this way. Because that would be a whole lot nicer than opening the door. And if someone leaves the door open, then seeing the loo straight away.
Or just do a step up.
How?
Ah, yeah. Look at that lintel. Fine for me. You could put 3 steps up. Yeah, Honey's fine.
What's this nonsense?
You know, and yeah.
This is just incredible.
This is a find.
That looks like it would have been where it
Bolt.
was bolted.
Yes.
Some bits of wood.
But then there's also the holes in the threshold.
Yeah, so this is bizarre. Look, there's like
yes.
5 symmetrical ones. We were thinking maybe it bolted on this side into the
Oh,
floor.
I think that was the dungeon. There were bars. Got them on
No,
the
but there's
top
nothing
of-
at the top.
I think it might have been a way of bolting the door.
That doesn't seem deep enough.
I
Maybe
don't
it was
know.
a little safe. I don't know.
No. I think this was the main entryway into this.
Well, they didn't have corridors in those days. So that's old enough. So that's probably through to the next room, which would have been maybe the bedroom, maybe the living area.
So I think the bedroom would have been on the other side. Also, they would sleep. Actually, it could have been the bedroom because they would walk. Bedrooms were public spaces, and then you had the cabinet that were the.
Yeah.
was.
What's amazing though is how they blocked that door.
Oh my god. Steph, you could have gone there. Look at the.
Hello, Lalande's new rockery. Wow.
So it's
That is incredible.
This is only 20-25% of what we took out of that doorway.
I can see why you wanted to save those stones for rockery. Seriously, they're really nice stones.
It's much easier this way as well.
Yeah.
You just go around with the tractor and
Yeah.
collect all of the rocks.
Collect it all. That is very nice.
We might
I
have
can't
had a
believe
little
it.
bit of
A bit of a
fun with.
Bryce Pétanque type situation.
We called it piéton.
I love this room. It's the greatest room.
It's just so light and
Yeah.
So tomorrow it'll be down with this part of the ceiling and the walls on this side, and then
Fingers crossed we find more nice decoration.
What it is? You notice?
I know it's up there because of that, but what we never know is what quality. Hello!
tiny, tiny.
Have you two been on your walk?
Yeah, we sat in the sun as well.
Would you like to walk through the 400-year-old door? Da, 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 da.
I think the door's actually older than that. The door's probably 500 years old. But I think it's been
Doors
bricked up.
OG to the.
Yeah.
It's okay, it's not a trick.
Oh my god, you can have the utility cupboard.
Yeah, it's in the corridor.
But Steph, when you put that wall in, when you turn that into,
Yes.
You put it perfectly.
It was a long, thin corridor. We put a wall in the middle because on the other side is the little shower room for
Wasn't there
Roz.
a
And
little-
this was our utility cupboard. No, total fluke. That is... Yeah,
That's done, right? Just
that's crazy. That was
I think just some tile.
sheer fluke. Amazing. Good job.
Excited to see what else we're gonna find.
Yeah.
It's like discovery after discovery, right? It's fantastic.
Look at that detailing there. See, that just delicate.
That's how we found it.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
On both sides.
That's the bit that we spotted, which is where we were like, well, we've got to open it up.
So what's next for these walls?
What I think would be good would be to get it back to this surface, the rubble kind of stuff.
Okay.
So we take off the original, what they've done donkeys years ago. We'll take that off because what they've done is they've keyed it to put on the next.
Well, that is not in a
next
good
layer.
state, that layer, is it?
So do you see how they've, well, I said they'd be keyed it, so they chipped away.
Yeah.
It then went
It
into
did
it and
that.
keyed into
Yeah.
it. So what I'd like to do is take all of this off, so it's back to this bare natural form. Oh, this is just old, it's dead. All it's going to do is just continue to just come off.
Okay.
You don't want that happening behind a new surface with the paneling on. Plus, it's just it's holding moisture.
We take off the new mouldy layer of plastic. Do you reckon it's possible to save the bit that's painted at the very top?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really important.
I'm not going to go crazy and take everything off. If I'm chipping away until the suction hammer and it's staying,
Okay.
I'll leave it.
It's just...
You're just chipping off anything loose.
Well, I'm 100% taking off because
Yeah. But in fact, it's the newer layer that's dodgy. The original layer looks pretty solid underneath.
that's what I want. That's
Yeah.
what I want. It's just I'm not making any real effort into it.
Yeah.
You don't want that to stay there.
No.
No, no.
It's more, even if the top layer, like the old layer that's painted comes off, I feel like we need to get Aqua to document it first so they can replicate if it's,
Yeah.
messed up behind it.
Even after 20 years, you're now realizing you've actually got a nicer chateau than you bought.
How crazy is that? But you're absolutely right. I couldn't sleep last night. Every time I woke up, I was thinking, I live in a different home to the one I thought I lived in.
Right.
A much, much grander one. But that's a responsibility, isn't it?
But 20 years ago, when you bought this place, you fell in love with it.
We had no idea.
And you had no idea what secrets it had hidden behind. And now, all of a sudden, bosh, 20 years to the year,
It's crazy, isn't it? The 20th year of being here.
you found the Plafond Française, you found a new doorway.
Unbelievable.
Pretty cool.
But I'll tell you what, Anne-Marie, I wouldn't have done that without you.
No.
Because it's you who loves going back to bare bones and doing things properly.
Also,
Without you, we wouldn't have found it.
Problems with the beams in the first place.
Yeah?
Come on, once you took the cladding off the beams downstairs, I mean, anybody with the right.
Yeah.
I already asked one of the architects, not the one we're using now, and they said, oh no, it's absolutely fine. No, that's fine. So,
No, without you, we wouldn't have found it. That's absolutely certain.
What's great about here is you do listen to. Sometimes you listen to what I say.